Good evening and welcome back to game number 3 of Vape Nation Scrims. We are now in Vikendi with a match starting in 34 seconds time. So as always, sit back, relax and enjoy. And here we go with a western to eastern flight path, starting off at Volnova and ending at Hot Springs and Cantra. A huge number of teams have jumped out straight away, with teams 2, 5, 9, 11, 15, 16 and 17 all jumping early. And here we go, we are watching Team 2 at the moment, who have jumped nearby to Team 17 and Team 15. And the shots are being fired with Nerd Bobby taking down N Psycho. So let's jump straight over and take a quick look. And the Nerd team are trying to take on Team 17 at the moment, with Endonis being taken down. Nerd Croc is knocked, but Nerd Bajza should be able to get the revive in time. And Nerd Bajza is almost taken down by a member of Team 17, and that is End Nako. HZL Squalino takes down ARG. And Fate Namek is also knocked as Team 2 take on Team 9. And Noxious takes down BM Temp. And Endrit takes down ARG Akula. And that is it. All of Team 2 have been taken down, thanks to the efforts of Team number 9. And let's have a quick look at the map. As we see the first zone on the western side of the map, we have Union, AM, UK, LC, 69 and DS, along with PG and TM, all needing to make their way in. What we will do at the current point in time is move straight over to Team 7S as they take on Team 13 and Team 5 being nearby. And SK Vape has just taken down TM Itachi, with 7S Tuck taking down Optics, and TM K-Dolls knocking SK with a grenade. We now have 7S pushing Team 13 at the moment, with OG Endgame taking down SK Hacker and SK Botop there, with NWO coming in to get the kill, with Villain now knocking OG Endgame, and Molotovs being thrown between Team 16 and Team 13. Still being fired, with Lucifer taking down 7S Tuck, and Chris now moving in and manages to get the kill. So that is now 4 kills for Team 7S, and Chris is now going to get the revives. But RPG Team 5 are now pushing in, so it's now a race against time to get all the members up and running and healed up before RPG make their move. And TMK Dawes has just got 4 kills on his own on the left hand side, and RPG Benji takes down 7S Shot as Vepso now comes around the building to try and make his way in. And grenades and mollies now being thrown. 7S Billy is down. And then moving in, Chris takes down Vepso, with Crimes taken down Chris, and Tuck. 7S Shot takes down Crimes, and Shot takes down Benji also. So that is another 4 kills for Team 16, with Shot now having to revive all 3 members of Team 7S. But for now, let's have a quick look over at Team 6, which is the task team, who are near to the villa at the moment and just being passed by Team 19. And Endrit has just jumped in and knocked BM, with Squalino jumping right back for the revenge knock. Endrit coming back in again, and then Squalino jumping back in straight after and getting some kills for the team number 9, with Squalino holding 4 kills on his own at the moment, with HZL Will holding 1. And now if you have a quick look at the zone, we can see that the teams who are closest at the moment is Team 14 DS along with Team 20 PG. So let's have a quick look. And that is PG Voice getting a knock there, and then being knocked himself. And that is it, with Team 20 PG wiping out the DS team after 2 members tried to drive in with a Dacia to get a few knocks themselves, but it just wasn't to be on this occasion. Now we are only 10 minutes in to game number 3, but we are now down to just 11 teams remaining and 42 players. The zone is continuing to get smaller, with teams 20 PG, team 7, 69, team 18, TN and team 3 LC having to make their way in. They have now been joined by team 7 and get a kill straight away, with 69 Suzuki being taken down. We now have Stone coming in. Nerd Jojo gets a kill on HZ Will. And Squalino gets a knock on Task White there, as Andrex gets a knock on Scobes. So let's go straight over to team number 6 as Task take on team number 9. And Marina is now trying to revive Task White and just about manages it. And she now moves away to try and get a different location to start firing again at team number 9. So by getting that rotation, they're doing a 2-2 split at the moment, with 2 players going right, 2 players going left. So Marina is going to try and get that right rotation to push HZL, team number 9, to the left a little, so the other 2 members of Task can start firing shots towards them. One of them being Task Call Me Bob. And Squalino has just taken down Task Andrex there. And Scobes now gets a knock on Task Call Me Bob with a molly. And that is Andrex taking out Scobes, BM Temp taking out Call Me Bob, and Andrex getting a kill too. We now have Squalino and BM Temp moving in Marina firing shots, taking down around 70% of Squalino's health, is now rotating right, whilst Andrex fired shots also. That is BM Temp knocked and finished off by Andrex there, so that leaves Squalino. Marina appears to think he's in the bush at the moment, but luckily Task White spots him. So that is now 3 kills for team number 6. Unfortunately at the cost of Call Me Bob, but hopefully those 3 kills will be worth it. And of course they're still in the running to get the first place finish in game number 3. And if we now have a quick look at the next zone, a lot of the teams are on their own at the moment. We can see Team 18, TM, looked to be going towards team number 3, LC, but has just turned off left and is going to the left hand side past team number 6, past team 19, AM UK, and past team 15, Nerd. And for just a couple of moments, everything falls quiet in Vikendi. And now that a little time has progressed, we should now start seeing the teams moving closer together. But still, they are fairly separate, which is a bit of a surprise. But that may make a little bit more sense when you consider that the 2 main compounds at the moment are Mavatra and Dino Park. The rest of it is mainly open ground, apart from an odd few smaller compounds that may be taken by the teams as the zone starts to reduce in size. Now we see LC just outside of the zone at the moment with members of Union and members of 6T9. Now the one team that might be able to make a real dent now is Team 18 TM as they try and gatekeep LC from coming in. It looks as though Dope has been sent in as the scout and is taken out by TM Lynx. We now have Task going up against Team 15 with Bagger being knocked. Bobby is almost knocked and Croc is just rotating around the right hand side. And now grenades are being thrown. And that is Marina being taken down by Croc, who rotated around the right hand side. You've now got Andrex trying to push in along with White. And to make matters even worse, they now have Team 11 QL pushing in from the other side. So Marina now tries to get over to Task White to get the revive. But Task White goes right past and is now getting her to come closer to the wall. And I think that this is deserving of a bird's eye view. As Nerd Bobo is taken down along with Nerd Bobby. Nerd Baja and Croc are the only ones left at the moment for Team 15. Team 11 QL are now pushing in, and QL Mel is taken down along with Killers thanks to Task White. Nat takes down White. Marina takes down Nat. So we now have QL Blackie, the last standing member of Team 11, pushing towards Team 6 with Marina. As Marina taken down, with Andrex now running in to get the finish. And that is Croc knocked. And that is Team 11 wiped out by Andrex, with Nerd Baja now coming in to try and get a couple of revives. We have unfortunately lost Marina also from the task force. But that is Andrex and White now back up and running. And now it would be a brilliant time for them to push in, whilst Bajda is distracted, trying to get all those revives sorted. You've got two of them up at the moment, with Nerd Bobby and Bajda now trying to get revived. Jojo and Croc. First aid kits are being dropped. A grenade has just been thrown. And that finishes off Croc. And knocks Bobby too, and Jojo. So Bajda has just had to retreat, whilst Andrex comes round to look for Bajda. And that is it. A brilliant bit of gameplay from the task force there. They now have 10 kills. And we'll have to just make the way into zone very shortly. As we now go over to Team 19. And that is AM UK, as we see them take on possibly members of Team 3 as they try to make their way into zone. We now have AM UK No Name on the roof at the moment, just keeping an eye to the left side of Southeast and the right side of Southwest. We have Union and TM left, and we have 7S to the right. And 7S takes down LC Devil, with Task Andrex getting a kill on the LC team also, with Cammy taking down Union Mercy. And we now see AM UK trying to take down a member of LC, who is just sneaking into the left side at northwest. They've been spotted, shots are being fired. And there's LC Frankie, who has just been taken out by AM UK No Name. And if we now have a quick look, it looks as though the end of today's Game 3 is going to be a very open playing field now. There are hardly any compounds in sight, so it's all going to be about tactics, strategy, taking cover behind whatever's available to them. And for now, it just appears to be smoke grenades, rocks and trees, with AM UK worker being knocked. And now Team 19 are now firing towards Team 4 Union, who are just moving in. Neither teams are in the zone at the moment. The play zone manages to take down AM UK Worth It. And now smokes are being fired. The front wheel of that Jeep has been taken out. 7S Tuck takes down Task White with a grenade, with 69 Stone taking down Task Andrex. But let's move now for just a moment and go over to Team 69, who are scoping in on AM UK and are now making a slight move. Now, Team 7 are inside the zone at the moment, along with Team 16. So all they would realistically have to do is just gatekeep at the moment. Stop any other teams from moving in, let the blue zone help them out, take some of that damage, and then take them right out. And now Team 7, 69 are moving into the zone towards the 7S team. Shots are being fired. Union Spirit is taken down by 7S shot. And 69 Stone knocks 7S shot there. 7S Billy takes down AM UK Medic. And 7S Tuck gets a knock also. And there we now see our top 3 for Game 3. We have Team 4 Union, we have Team 16 7S, and we have Team 7 69. We've got one member left of Team 4 Union, and that is Union Atom, taken down by 7S Chris. So it is now a 3v3 as 69 takes on 7S for the win in Game 3. Look as though 69 Masterpiece is throwing smokes and grenades over towards 120, not realising that nobody is there at the moment. Now that might just be a bad case of scoping in and not having a scout available. So that may beg the question, possibly Suzuki was the scout for Team 7, but by doing that you need to have team members that can just swap roles just in case one of your team members are taken down. And a smoke has just been thrown by 69 Masterpiece, just trying to smoke out the area so they can make a move without being shot at. But unfortunately that is just not the case at the moment. And here we go, let's go to our bird's eye finish. As we see that 7S Tuck is by the rock at the moment, just at 20, firing shots towards Masterpiece, who is almost taken down. Has literally no health remaining at all. And Billy and Chris are on the inside at the moment, with a grenade being thrown towards 7S Tuck, whom it just manages to miss. And a molly has just been thrown towards 7S Billy. We still have 7S Tuck behind the rock and is knocked by 69 Stone. So Team 7 are now starting to make their push. And that is 7S Billy down as well, leaving 7S Chris, the last standing member, and that is it. So that is the end of game number 3. We have 69 in first place with 9 kills. We have 7S in second with 15. We have Union in third with 3. We have AM UK in fourth with 2. We have TM in fifth with 9. And we have Task Force in sixth with 11 kills. If you have enjoyed the stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. We will be back in just a moment for game number 4. This is Vape Nation Scrims. I am Ab Summer and we will be right back.